Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for one of the greatest sports podcasts you haven't seen yet. Please welcome JC and J Peeps and our guest this week, Ms. ALISON POSEY. You guys are live.
Awesome. What's going on, folks? What's going on? We got a great episode going on. Also want to give a shout out to FSU softball and FSU baseball. Allison, you already know what's going on with them. I'm gonna let you break that down real quick.
Florida State softball opens the Women's College World Series, one of the final 8 teams standing. They play Thursday night against UCLA at 9:30. Baseball starting regional play Friday, 3 o'clock against Southern Miss. So they got a little ways to go to get to Omaha, but it's here, guys. Best time of the year.
She's pretty good.
And that man over there to my far side over there, that's JC. We're gonna have a good show tonight.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is JP.
This is the Bug.
This is JC.
This is Flash.
This is Denny Hendricks.
And you're listening to
You're listening to
the Run and Gun Podcast.
Ding!
Awesome. Let's dive right into it. So, as we already talked about, you got like the Women's College World Series and the College World Series going on and stuff, but at the same time too, you've also got the NCAA Nationals going on in Eugene, Oregon, and there were a couple HBCUs that made it. So before I dive into names, these are just the 6 that made it. Florida A&M, North Carolina A&T, Howard, Norfolk State, Coppin State, and Texas Southern all have guys representing or ladies representing their schools in nationals up in Eugene. So kudos.
Yeah, it's North Carolina A&T. I think the big story is their 4x4 team. It's the fastest time in the world. They're coming off that indoor national title, so they're already a national champion, trying to win the outdoor title now. North Carolina A&T, they've been kind of the program, I guess, in HBCU track and field over the last couple years, so I guess no real surprise, but shout out to them. You're going in with the fastest time off an indoor title. It's really cool to see, and hopefully they can make some noise.
Yeah. Okay. I will say, speaking from what little experience I have with high school track, that 4x4, I don't know how it is in college, but the 4x4 usually is like at the end of the race. And honestly, it's just like that's the race no one wants to do. So to have the strength to do that race at the end and still put out the world's fastest time, that says a lot. It says a huge part.
No, yeah, it's like 3 minutes, 0.23 seconds or something. When they set it, I think it was LSU they beat. They beat them by like a full second to even set it.
So
it was just unbelievable. 3 minutes.
2 minutes, 59 seconds, and 21 milliseconds.
Well, there we go. Correct me. Yeah. That's unbelievable. It's so fast. 4x4, complete lap around. It's insane. So just, again, shout out to them. Hopefully they can bring it home. That would be awesome.
That would be. I will say, because that race ain't easy. It's not
no,
easy.
It's
JC,
not.
You got anything?
It's not.
I don't understand track. Also, I'm in Lincoln State.
You run. You just run.
You're not a speedy guy. Not a speedy guy. There's more to track than just. You could be a field athlete. You never got asked to do the shot put, throw the disc. Like there's a lot of components to track and field. It's not just running. I mean, you don't have to be fat. You can have stamina to be a runner too.
I tried to get him to do that, to throw.
I don't want to hear that.
I tried.
Should have done it.
I'm a little
Should have
weak
done
right
it.
now. I'm baby
Listen, and I'll tell you this too.
I'm not.
There are many. So there are high school football coaches in Tallahassee that they make their football players do track and field, be it running, the track part of it or the field part of it, because you're training year round and track athletes are so versatile. There are several high school coaches in the Tallahassee area that they make their football players participate in track and field because it makes you a more well-rounded athlete. So no excuses, JC. Yeah, no excuses.
I wasn't that guy. I just wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wow. You know what? I didn't expect it.
If you want to make him run, if you want to make him run,
don't you dare.
Do is
don't you dare.
So you're gonna get my dogs fired up. Let's keep it.
That's hilarious.
Let's keep it quiet.
The other thing too was go ahead, Allison.
I was just gonna shout out the FAMU. Jalen Scott running the 400 hurdles. I mean, he's the lone FAMU rattler to qualify. So just from my perspective, being in Tallahassee, got to shout out Jalen. Super excited for him. We're actually going to talk to him Friday morning, as he gets ready to go to Eugene. So super happy for him. I mean, it's like we talked about earlier. I mean, 6 programs represented. Some of the programs have several athletes. So like I said, hopefully they'll be able to make a little bit of noise up in Eugene.
Nice. And also, if you're watching this video, feel free to wait. Eugene.
That was
Oregon?
bad joke.
But also, if you are watching this video, please feel free to comment and leave us your feedback. We will love to respond to you. But yeah, definitely the Jalen Scott with the 400 meter hurdles.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an easy race either.
No, it's not. Hurdles are tough, man. And I'll tell you this: hurdles. I would never do hurdles blind. I can't do it. I mean, I always tell people I'm so impressed by athletes that do things I cannot do. And I don't like running one to begin with, but throw in running and jumping over hurdles, you can forget about it. Like, I just think it's so incredible to watch. I mean, the relays are just fun in general because those guys are so fast, and ladies are so fast, and just you got to get the exchange of the baton just right. If something goes wrong, I mean, you screw everything up. Those months and months of practice are just done with the drop of that baton if it happens. So track, it's a lot of fun to watch.
Can I tell you a story?
I would like to throw it. Oh,
go ahead.
Is this how you tripped over a hurdle? Is this the story?
No.
No.
When I was in high school, I wanted to run hurdles because I did shot put and discus, and we did the fat man's relay, and I was pretty fast as far as sprinting. So I said I want to try hurdles. So I went out with the hurdlers for one practice, and I saw somebody miss.
Yeah, it's not pretty. No, it's not pretty.
And when he hit, and yeah. I went right back and grabbed my shot put and started practicing. I didn't.
It's
tough.
If you fall out of meet, you're gonna feel bad about it. But just get up and just finish. That's all I can say.
I said feel bad about it, and you're gonna be feeling it because
the way he fell, he couldn't get up and do nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, JC's sitting there with his eyes wide. What's going on, JC?
Hey, man, I can't run or jump, so I'm just here.
Shot put. It had your name all over it.
Shoulder.
Oh goodness! But
pole vault.
As you guys also know too, the NFL will hold a combine for the top players from HBCUs. It is scheduled for January 28th and 29th of 2022. So this was actually supposed to go down at the beginning of 2021, but it didn't. And then it was supposed to go down in 2019. My bad, not 2019. Jesus.
2020.
Yeah, but it couldn't because of COVID. And so now finally this is going to happen. So everybody's going to get a chance to showcase their skills. And this is also happening before the actual combine in Indy. So some guys might end up getting 2 combine invites. Who knows?
It's long. I mean, we've talked about this several times when I've appeared on this show with you guys. It's long overdue. It's much needed, and it's about flipping time. So I'm excited about it. I mean, we talked about how there were no HBCU picks in this year's draft. You know, there was one in 2019, and that guy had an opportunity to play in the Senior Bowl. So those extra opportunities, Senior Bowls, combines, they make a difference. People may be like, oh, you know, if you're good, you're good. But if you get an extra chance to showcase yourself, it absolutely makes a difference. So again, long overdue. You get these guys in one location. The scouts don't have to go to all the different schools. You get them in one location. You have them perform just like a regular combine, and then hopefully we can see some good results out of it.
Okay. You've got a lot of ex-NFL players saying that this is not a good idea. Their statement is just invite them to the regular combine. Don't set a separate combine, because now you get all kinds of excuses and arguments coming out of this separate combine from the people that are invited to your standard, your regular NFL combine. Just open up the combine and invite them to your regular combine, and then you don't have to worry about a second combine.
I understand that argument, but if you have an opportunity, why are we shooting down an opportunity? It's an opportunity.
You got a point. JC, you got anything?
Indeed, it doesn't hurt.
You're inside the Sorry.
Go ahead, JC. Finish.
It doesn't hurt to get that extra look. I don't see the issue with the separate combine, because it's not as though
that's not me.
It's necessarily demeaning towards any circumstance or anything like that. It's just helpful to get extra eyes on HBCUs, especially since they're marginalized when it comes towards the NFL draft. So, don't see the issue.
No, so are we moving on? We'll move on.
No, go ahead.
You're
good.
You're good.
No, I was going to agree with JC. I mean, again, what I was saying before, I get what they're saying about, just open up the combine, invite them there. But if you have something that's a good thing, why are we downing a good thing? It's a good thing. Hopefully, within the next couple of years, we can do that, and those guys can go and compete in the NFL Combine with everybody else. But if it's a good thing, why are you downing it? Just go with it and be done with it. Because I guarantee you, those players are not making a big deal about it. They want a chance to compete, and they want a chance to be seen, and they'll take it any way they can get it.
True.
You're inside the Run and Gun Podcast, live on Twitter at Penalty Talk.
That's fancy.
Fancy.
Thank you.
And speaking of the NFL, so a little bit has changed. So 3 teams really have called and inquired about Julio Jones. So the Titans, the Rams, and the Seahawks have all called.
What's wrong with you, Baltimore?
Hey, honestly, there was a photo of him in Baltimore, and it was pretty realistic, and it looked
Nobody
pretty
want to go to Baltimore.
But see, you're gonna catch enemies.
I'm good. Look, I'd leave him with a sunflower truck too. I'm sorry, I had to do that. But don't nobody want to go to Baltimore. If he's leaving the Atlanta Falcons because he wants to win a ring, he probably want to get the ball too.
So JC, where is his best fit? Where is he gonna go? Where should he go?
Well,
let's not be biased, but he's going to say.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna say Seattle, because that is a terrible thing. And I swear, if I see the Seattle Seahawks make that move, I don't know what I'll do. But I do think the Rams are a very good option.
I would say the Rams.
You got Matthew Stafford, and you know some of his most productive years has been with Megatron. So then you get to throw in a Julio Jones first year, right? A very nice safety blanket, especially when you're learning the new playbook. Not bad. Not bad.
You'd have to wiggle to get some cap space with the Rams. But yeah, you could tweak Stafford, and Stafford's a guy that you could tweak to make that cap space. You could do that.
Correct the mundo.
Not gonna lie, that would be a good move. I could see him in Tennessee with AJ Brown.
AJ Brown. Yeah.
Both those guys together.
And you have Derrick Henry to open up that offense even more. What?
And then the other thing too with that is you want to keep Julio Jones out of the NFC, which if the Falcons are smart, that's what they'll do. So I mean, Tennessee.
You said if the Falcons were smart.
I would say, are we laughing that if the Falcons are smart? Is that why we're laughing?
Yeah, that's why we're laughing.
Yeah,
Arthur Blank,
they're gonna drag this out. I mean, this is not gonna be. They've got some time to drag this out. I don't see them making a decision on this anytime soon. Wait, you have such a stinky face. What is going on over there? My goodness.
Tennessee? You think that man
Take
wants
me
to
to
go
another place.
from Matt Ryan to Ryan Tannehill?
he did say he wants to play for a winner.
Yeah, and you have other good offensive tools to balance it out. You have AJ Brown, you have Derrick Henry. Versus if you go to the Rams, no other current receiver on that roster has the production that he has. So he could go there and be a superstar and have all the stats his way. But if you go to the Titans, you have other offensive tools.
And I'm be honest, I think he would overshadow Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. He would.
That's a different position. That's a slot.
Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods?
They play on the inside.
I mean, y'all brought up the Seahawks. I mean, with the Seahawks, how much would they do just to satisfy Russell Wilson, too? Because they want to keep Russell there a while. And if he wants another receiver, what are they going to do to get him? I don't think it's a good fit for him. I'm playing devil's advocate here and talking about all the options. That's what I'm doing. I'm not advocating either way.
If you want to play devil's advocate, I'll play devil's advocate for you. Do you think Russell Wilson wants a weapon, or do you think Russell Wilson wants to stop running for his life?
He wants to stop running for his life.
For his life, yeah. There you go.
Look how smart the headband made him. Look how smart the headband made him.
Because he got that from me. We're good. That's my headband.
Wow.
We know that.
You might want to loan it to Allison.
Copy me. Yeah. Copy me.
Wow.
We're good.
So another interesting thing that happened is Mac Jones has been impressive thus far in the Patriots, or amongst the Patriots veterans. So the rookie QB has been able to retain the playbook and the workload, and he said it's carried from the meeting rooms to the practice field. I'm impressed, but I mean, look, it's one thing when the pads come on.
2 words.
Absolutely.
Calm down. It's workouts. It's workouts. You're rookie.
It's true.
We ain't seen him play in the NFL.
All right.
Yeah, but I will. To that point, though, I talked to somebody. There was a Tallahassee athlete that was drafted by, ironically, the Titans last year. And he was telling me, like, the NFL playbook, it's like if option A fails, you have option B1, B2, B3, B4. It's a lot more complicated than a college playbook. So you have to, one, know how to read the field a lot better. So I get what you're saying about it's a whole different game when the pads come on. But for him to understand that playbook and have a grasp on it and get complimented on it, that does say something, because the NFL playbook is no joke.
Okay. Let me bring our wandering minds back to another outstanding quarterback coming out of college who they said had a great command of the NFL playbook. Tim Couch.
You're throwing it way back.
I thought he was gonna like.
I could use another one. No, I could use another one. He was drafted by the Raiders, and Al Davis said he was amazed at how well he was picking up things in training training camp. Yes, Jamarcus Russell. So I mean, let's wait till we get on the field.
You can, well, yeah, absolutely, yeah, you can.
See, but the other thing with Jamarcus Russell too is a lot of the Raiders coaches said that they would send him home with VHS tapes to study film, and they knew he was lying because they gave him these tapes were blank.
I saw that
and
video.
That was at the end. That was the blank
Yeah.
tape. You know about that.
Yeah. So I'm,
Come on now.
And it should have been a DVD. You shouldn't have had VHS in the NFL at that point. But go ahead.
but see, I do trust, and to Allison's point, I do trust Mac Jones with this because of the program that he came from.
That's what I was just about to say. He came from a Nick Saban program. That says something all in itself.
I'm with you, Jason.
And it's not just because of the fact that he went to Alabama, so he must be good. It's the attention to detail
that Saban demands. Yep.
It's attention to detail. It's mental toughness. That thing that a lot of.
Whatever. I'm with you, Jay. I'm with you. I was actually going to bring up that point. No, we're not talking to you right now. We're having a conversation.
No.
I was actually going to bring up that point because Nick Saban runs his program. That says something right there. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you.
Give me the flag.
I got people I can call right now to confirm this.
Flag on him.
I got people I can call right now to confirm this. It's the way he runs.
Flag on him, ref. Throw the flag on him.
I agree with you. I am 100% in agreement with you. I was going to bring that up too, but you brought it up. But you brought it up before me. The way that Nick Saban runs that program, with the attention to detail, with the stress on being perfect, for him to come out of that program, the stage is set for him to succeed. Whether he does or not, we'll see here shortly. But he came from a program that demanded excellence. So he is the kind of guy, and he graded well with everybody too, as he was coming up and talking to teams and everything. Everybody graded him very well. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here with that. Come on.
Exactly. Now, see, look, I say this, y'all spend a year in that program. I would love to spend a year in that program and see how much attention to detail you have to pay. Either you are going to crack under pressure or it'll make a man out of you.
Yeah, and I don't understand why they're arguing this anyways, because the proof is in the pudding. How many national championships has Alabama won? They're obviously doing something right. End of story.
Exactly.
Move on.
Decade plus of dominance.
AJ McCarron.
We're not talking about AJ. We're not talking about AJ McCarron.
Okay,
nobody
but
said
no,
this
you're
about.
talking about his ability to be able to demand perfection, right? So you're saying that his quarterbacks are perfect for the NFL. Correct?
I never said that. We never said that. That did not. That did not come out of our mouths. The quarterbacks in that program know how to study to be perfect. Whether it translates or not is another thing. But they know how a program is run.
Live on Twitter at Penalty Talk.
Whoa.
All I'm saying is,
did she leave?
all I'm saying.
No, you got rid of me. You just don't like the truth. That's why you're getting rid of me. You just don't like the truth.
The truth.
Okay, so we are now into the third quarter, and with the third quarter comes the
Rivalry
NBA.
week is back. I love this.
So the 76ers, they've swept the Wizards. The Miami Heat, they got swept by Milwaukee. The Lakers and Suns series, I think we all saw how that unfolded last night. With the Lakers basically forgetting to show up for the game. What are your thoughts on that game last night? I fell asleep on it, to be honest. I knew it was over.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even watch it. I've been so busy with all this Oklahoma City baseball, softball stuff. I did not even get a chance to watch it last night. But however, and it was one of the bullet points. I think it shows how important Anthony Davis is.
Mm-hmm. JC.
I was gonna say I didn't even watch it. I got better things to do than watch the Lakers play.
It's true. I'm honestly. So I'm gonna say this: do y'all think that they push it to 7 games, or do you think this is over in 6?
I'm gonna go 7 because I respect the Suns. I do respect the Suns. I like the Suns. Great defense.
AD is out, isn't he? He's out though this next game too, isn't he? He's highly unlikely, is what they said.
No, he said he'll play. He said he's definitely gonna play.
Yeah, but is it going to be 100%? You can play, but if you're not 100%, it's not going to make a difference.
I also say Game 7 because of the injuries. The Lakers have been beat up all year, right? LeBron, I think, what was it, right before the playoffs, was like, I don't think I'll ever be at 100%, right? We remember these words from him. AD not being healthy in this series, I mean, it's just extremely damaging for the Lakers, who are priding themselves on the stars that they got recently.
And it would be the first time that LeBron has lost in the first round. 14-0.
You know what?
Isn't that wild?
As much as I love LeBron, I kind of want to see it happen now.
I think. Listen, everybody does. You're not. I think that's a common opinion, especially in cities he's previously been in.
Because it'll finally.
Question: what is going on with the time? Because it's been stuck at like 9 something forever.
Really? You gonna call that out? Of all the stuff you guys are talking about, you're gonna call that? I
it
got the right time. Trust me. This is yes, but I'm keeping the right time on a separate device, so I won't hold you guys.
Oh, okay. All right. You got it under control. I'm sorry.
Man, you
must have been. You must have come from Nick Saban, because he runs a perfect program. So.
Wow.
Don't play quarterback, or you just gonna sit your behind on the bench.
You got it. I like that. The time is being kept on the field, not on the score clock. So the other thing that happened to,
I'm sorry.
so
No, you're not. You're good.
So the Hawks and the Knicks. That's the first round. That's been the first round game. Right now, it's not looking too good for the Knicks. All this hype about the Knicks finally making the playoffs and stuff, I think it's just, it was good that they made it and everything. We're all happy to see them make it. Was
it really good?
No, this is really good. Let him finish.
Like I said, the boy got his wish. The little boy got his wish for Christmas, remember? And now they got their one game, and now they just gonna get beaten, step out.
All I'm gonna say is, if you're a Knicks fan, count your blessings, bro. Count
one by one.
Wow, it warms my heart to see the Knicks at least make it.
Did you see Spike Lee's face? He was so happy when he made it.
Oh, it just warms my soul.
Excuse me. Maybe I don't have a soul or a heart, but I couldn't care less if they made it.
Listen, as long as they ain't winning the ring, I'm good. But
you had to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that, man. They're just taking up space from somebody that can really play. So I mean, just.
It's true.
I'm sorry, Allison. How do you feel?
No, I'm taking myself out of this conversation because I have not paid that much attention to the NBA over the last couple of weeks. I'm not even gonna lie with you.
Wow.
I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't. I've been so busy with what's going on here. I just have not paid attention to it.
You mean what's going on with the show?
Absolutely.
Okay. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys, I mean, it's we've just been so busy too, just with work, that I have not.
I hear you.
I'm taking myself out. I won't close laptops, but I have taken myself out.
Thank you.
Ref, what's time on the field?
The time on the field, we're at 4 minutes.
Whew, okay. Lord have mercy.
All right. So Danny Ainge retired.
Yay!
Oh yes.
Wait, what did he say? I didn't hear what he said.
Danny Ainge retired.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were talking about this before the show, and not NBA, but Coach K retiring, Roy Williams retiring. It's been, for basketball, it's changing the landscape a little bit. I mean, guys that have been in the game a long time.
It's crazy to believe.
While we're in the NBA section, I'm very interested with the Celtics, right? Because with Danny Ainge retiring, and with Brad Stevens, that's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brad Stevens stepping up to take that position. There's been questions around who's going to take over coaching. And one of the craziest things that I've heard from people is player coach. Marcus Smart.
I don't like that. Where did you hear that?
Wait a minute.
He drinks it quite a bit off the air, so it's
I was saying, did we dream this?
could be anything.
No.
You heard that?
No.
When he was
Like,
taking-
you're talking about like a current player being a coach too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's-
don't.
That's
That
the
just- I
craziest thing
feel-
I've heard.
Listen,
Yeah.
If LA
I feel like that
loses,
opens up a whole can of worms.
if LA loses, LeBron's gonna be the coach of the
You
Lakers
have,
next year.
you have to be able to separate coaching and play. Like it. I don't like that.
Bill Russell did it.
Now, granted, but at that level, I feel like the NBA is a lot different too, because at that level, you know what needs to be done. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you don't need to be coached less, but you have the talent to know what needs to be done. But still, there has to be a separation. There has to be a guy in charge, or a female. I mean, there has to be somebody in charge. And if you have a guy that's coaching that's also on the court, it blurs the lines too much. I don't like that at all.
Bill Russell did
Yeah.
it, and the Celtics won a championship.
But see, Bill Russell is not Marcus Smart.
No, they're two
I'm
different
just
people.
throwing
But
out
why
the
would
craziest
it
thing that-
why would it be such a more horrible situation if Marcus Smart did it versus Bill Russell?
Marcus Smart is not as proven as Bill Russell. If I'm on
How
the court
proven
with
was Bill Russell as a coach? He wasn't. He was proven as a player, but not as a coach. Just because you're a great player doesn't make you a great coach. But he got the
That's true.
opportunity, and they won a championship. That was number 11 for them.
Yeah, but do you think him having more experience as a player meant more respect? Because a guy that takes that over has to have the more respect as well. Can't just be anybody.
Right. I mean, you're not going to put Kendrick Perkins in and tell him, hey, play and coach now. No. But I think if the conversation comes up, in my opinion, if the conversation came up, then they must feel like there's some legitimacy there.
I don't know. I don't like it. I think there could only be a very few selection of players that could do it, and
Aren't you from Gainesville?
yes, I am.
Why are you spilling all
What
your
does that- what
haterade?
does that have to
Why are
do
you
with
spilling
anything?
all your haterade on this show?
What does that have to do with anything? Literally, what does that have to do with anything? It's just my opinion. I just say it blurs the lines. It has to be a certain player with a certain degree of respect in order to do it, and I
agree.
I think in the game things can get too hot. So like if you're in the mode of the game, right, and going back and forth, right, are you willing to be able to make the decision to, I don't know, pull yourself out?
Well, and that's what I'm saying too. As a player, how much of the game are you really watching if you're playing too? You see what I'm saying? Like,
I agree. I was just, standing on the other side of the fence, throwing rocks at
Listen,
y'all.
we're just talking. We're just bouncing ideas. We're
You're
good.
inside the Run and Gun Podcast, live on Twitter at Penalty Talk.
What did y'all? I like this. I like this.
It's
It
really
sounds.
This is new to them too.
So we are now into the fourth quarter. So I guess the first thing we could start off with, before we dive a little deeper, is Stanley Cup playoffs are heating up.
Yes.
So I think, as we all know, I believe the 54-year drought for the Toronto Maple Leafs is still alive and well after being knocked out by the Canadiens. How we feeling about that?
Well,
not
I
around
mean,
the last time they did it.
I was not around.
believe it or not, neither was I.
Yeah.
None of us were.
Man, they're the Rangers of the 2020s now.
The other interesting thing is, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think the Colorado Avalanche might just be the best team in the West. I don't know if y'all saw it or even saw like the score of game one. It might just be overreaction, but they went to town on the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah.
Like I mean, look, what was it? 6-1, Mr. Producer? Wasn't it like
was
6-1?
something like that. I know they Vegas rolled snake eyes, cause
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
to be honest, I mean, and I'll be real. I think 6-1 in hockey is the equivalent to like what 42-0 in football.
Or being
It's a
down
lot,
30 at the
yeah.
half in basketball. Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I mean, whoever comes out of the East, Lightning,
Let's go Lightning.
we're cut out for that.
I'm saying
Now-
Lightning versus Bruins.
Ooh.
Honestly, hey, I'm with it.
When it happens, tell them
Allison,
You gotta keep the Tampa Bay going, right? Isn't this the theme that we're on? And
No, I've been a Lightning fan since they used to play at Tropicana Field.
I'm not doubting your fandom. I'm just saying you got to keep the Tampa Bay going.
If
So
I could move
the
them to
Lightning gotta
Baltimore, I would.
produce.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
No, not in Lightning, not in hockey. Tampa Bay.
But that's been an interesting series too. The Lightning and the Hurricanes. The surprisingly enough, that the Lightning are up 2-0 right now on the Hurricanes after going into Raleigh and taking down the Hurricanes. I mean, it's been very impressive.
Listen, they were fortunate in that first game because they were outplayed. They were outplayed in game one. Game two, they got inside Carolina's head, but they were outplayed in game one.
Then that's why you play, and it's postseason, and anything can happen. And I mean, you mentioned it being in your head. That's this time of year. That's this time of year. I mean, you get up and you get in somebody's brain this time of year. It's the best place to be.
Did I just get quoted by ALISON POSEY?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I gotta cut this off.
It's a happy day today.
Wow.
I guess we're friends again. We're friends again after that brutal second quarter.
Allison, we got to get you more tuned in with hockey. We have to.
I know. I gotta get up with hockey. I'm telling you, man. This time of year, it is all baseball and softball for me. Especially. All right, open the door. Here we go.
Just wanted to let you all know the clock was correct this quarter, and there's a huge fight coming up this weekend that I know you guys didn't have listed to talk about, but I would love to get your opinion on Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Logan Paul.
Oh, that is.
Are we even calling this a fight, or is it just going to be a massacre? Because really, this didn't make the list of topics for a reason, because it's nothing to talk about.
I forgot all about this.
Yes, and for good reason, because it's going to be over like that.
No, Floyd's going to carry it.
Floyd.
Floyd's going to carry it. He'll carry it like he did the Conor McGregor fight. He's going to carry it.
Carry it for a little bit, make it entertaining, and then he's gonna murder Logan Paul. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
He's got a 30-pound weight disadvantage. Logan Paul's 6'2". I think Floyd's 5'8".
Okay, but these hands.
Oh, got you. But
Floyd's hands are insane.
They are, and his defense. That's why he took the fight. He won't get hit because of his defense, and I don't think he knocks Logan Paul. Maybe the ref stops it after a while, but listen.
Because they're gonna have to.
Let's look at the money.
I don't think it's gonna be a knockout, but I do think he got paid very well to get out of workshop.
Let's look at the money.
Absolutely.
Floyd gets a guaranteed $10 million base salary plus 10% of the pay-per-views.
Yes.
No, plus 50% of the pay-per-views. Logan Paul gets a $250,000 base salary plus 10% of the pay-per-view. So say they have.
Would you? Let me ask you this. This is my question. Would you get your butt handed to you for $250,000? Because I know it would have to be a lot more to go up against Floyd Mayweather.
No, I could. No,
I'll do it.
For $250,000?
Yeah.
I know I'm not.
A lot more money than that.
Getting knocked out. At least I know I'm not.
I'm not getting knocked out. Exactly. I boxed long enough to know.
You didn't even want to do shot put, and you're telling me right now you're going to hang with Floyd Mayweather?
Wow.
Hold on. Let me defend myself. I couldn't do shot put because I had a torn labrum, which was never fixed.
So is the labrum fixed now?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Attack me in such a way. All right. First of all, you and I know
Sorry, hold
dang
up.
well.
Hold up. Thank you, Allison. That was good.
Oh, you gonna applaud her now? You know what?
But I'd fight him though. I ain't gonna lie. You give me right now. You give me $100,000. I get in the ring with Mike Tyson.
Good luck.
I know enough that I'm not going to get hurt.
All of our faces like mirrored each other just then. That was a look of, excuse me?
Okay. That's just how tight money is right now.
Hey, look, half of that going to a medical bill, so
That's fine.
I was gonna say, you're gonna lose.
No.
Is medical insurance included in this fight? Or
Yeah.
you gotta pay for it out of pocket?
No, it's included. It's included. Long as you go right to the hospital. I'm good.
No.
laid up for 6 months.
Listen, as long as I can make 2 rounds in that third round, when he gets off
You're
his
going
stool.
2 rounds?
Listen,
Two
when he gets, I can
rounds?
do that. I box long enough to know
Are you,
I can do
are you
that.
just gonna run around the ring?
I'm not Roy. I don't have that kind of stamina. I'm just gonna hold him and throw my jab when he backs up. Boop. But on that third round, when he gets off his stool, something's gonna happen and I'm gonna get knocked out. On his way across the ring. That
3
was a
rounds is
phantom
a
punch.
long time.
It is.
Boxing. Listen, and that's the thing with these stupid celebrity like boxing events. I think somebody said it during that last fight. It might have been Roy that like it's a special type of athlete to box. Like you just can't get in the ring. You cannot do it. Athletes are not boxers. You have to be a boxer. It is not easy.
Boxers.
Like I don't know. I've done boxing just as like fitness before, and it is exhausting. Like to do it competitively, that's all you have to do. You can't be some just superstar athlete and just get in the ring. You gotta train for that.
Boxers always have this question with themselves. Self, I want to compete in a sport where I'm gonna get hit in the face every day. Okay, that's the conversation you have.
It's tough, and like getting popped in the face too, like boxing for the first time. Like it's disrespectful. Like it takes you a minute to get your. I'm serious. I mean, because I used to do it for just fitness stuff, and I remember the first time I got popped in the face, I was like, whoa.
Did you ever use the back of the glove?
Anymore.
Did you hit him with the back of the glove?
No, I did. I was trying not to pass out. It's exhausting. Boxing is so tough. Matt, I mean, respect, but I'm not getting in the ring with anybody. Nope.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, isn't Chad Johnson supposed to be fighting in this pay-per-view as well?
Yep.
Again, an athlete who thinks that just because they're an athlete, they can get in the ring. And boxing is not like that. It's not like that.
He said on his I Am Athlete podcast when he had Dion and Fred Taylor on, he said he will not go down like Nate Robinson did. He made a guarantee of that.
No, Nate went down face first. He might go down butt first.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. That was bad. I remember when that happened. I was like, it was bad.
Wow.
It was not good.
They all said they believe in Chad. We got to believe in Chad, guys.
All right, that's fine. We'll believe in Chad, but
I believe the children are our future.
That you ain't right.
I'm serious.
You ain't right.
Oh my goodness. Hey, thanks for joining us. I'm JC. He's JP. Allison.
POSEY.
Wonderful to see you once again. Tell them where to follow you, Allison.
Hit me up on Twitter. It's Allison Posey 14, 1 out Allison, ALISON, POSEY 14. Same on Instagram, Facebook too. So just give us a follow, and can't wait to join you guys again. That was fun.
She's coming back. She's coming back.
Yeah, I didn't shut my laptop on you guys this time, so we're good.
I didn't say anything real stupid this time, so thank you, Allison.
Not real stupid. The Nick Saban argument, we're still gonna argue about that, but we're good.
Throw the challenge flag. Throw it. Throw it.
If you have not already, make sure you follow us on all of our avenues as well. Y'all check us out on all these avenues. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Got a lot of great content for you. We've enjoyed you this evening. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of us. Make sure you tune in next week for the next episode. It's gonna be another
I
fun
ain't
one.
getting no words in, man. Ooh. Oh, what's up? Sorry for the bit of lateness. There's been some technical difficulties, but we are beyond that now.
Yes, sir.
I'm JC.
I'm J Peeps. Welcome
And
to
we've
another
got
episode of Running the Podcast.
Wonderful episode for you today. Lots of
An
stuff to
amazing
talk about.
episode.
An amazing episode. Lots of stuff to talk about in the NFL.